don't let the dealer rip you off. So welcome back. Today I'm going to replace the rear brake pads. My car is 2009 Toyota Camry, and recently I went to the dealership to change my engine oil, and they give me, and they did a inspection, and they charged and they said I need to replace the brake pads and the real brake pads, and you can see the real brake pads in red. Okay. And they charged the brake job service $229.90. So how much is it on eBay?
$16.
Oh yeah, so this is why I say dealer is toxic. So now we are gonna replace the real brake pads. So we have two wheels, the left and the right. So which one should we do first? So in case we may mess up the brake system, we may need bleeding later. And the principle of the bleeding is, so now we first look at the brake fluid tank. The tank is located here. The principle of bleeding is from the farthest wheel to the nearest wheel. So that means, so the tank is here, the farthest wheel will be there, and then here, and then this wheel, and then this wheel. So we will change the brake pads, start off there. So now we are going to remove this wheel, and I have a hubcap here. So you want to pry from here, here, and here. You don't want to pry from here, or you will break the hubcap. Next, we want to remove these 5 lug nuts. Next, we need to jack up this car. Now we remove the wheel. And here is the caliper. We have 2 brake pads, inside and outside. So we need to open the caliper. So here are 2 bolts for the caliper. One is here and one is here. So we need to remove these 2 bolts and then open the caliper. So I use 14mm sockets, and then remove it. Now we remove the caliper. We put the caliper aside, and here is 2 brake pads. We just remove it. This is the old one, and this is a brand new one. We can see the old one is much thinner than the brand new one. So we need to put the new one in here. Before we push the piston back, we need to open the brake fluid tank cap. So when we push the piston back, the brake fluid can come out from the tank. So I put some wrap here. Because the new brake pad is much thicker than the old one, so we need to push the piston back, so that once we install the new brake pads, this caliper will fit. So I input the C-clamp here, and then push the piston back. Now we have already put the new brake pads here, and we close the caliper. Before I put these bolts back, I use the anti-seize lubricant smear around the bolt. So next time it will be easier to loosen these bolts. Fasten these bolts back. Now we put the wheel back. Now we have already put the wheel back, put the lug nuts back, but I haven't tightened it. I need to jack it out first. I will tighten those lug nuts. Finally, we put the hubcap back, and we are done today. So remember, our slogan is "Don't let the dealer rip you off."